A terrific Tuesday indeed. Look at this forecast. Finally, some nice weather. Good morning, sun seekers. Oh, the sun, we found it. It will arrive today and it will have heat to it. You're going to want to be out of work, you're out of school. Try to get out of wherever you're at. Get outside and get some fresh air today. Epic day on the way. Welcome to the Beach House Beach Bunker. Coming up on the show today, boy, talk about good news. Everybody's favorite restaurant is back with their favorite deal. They have emerged from bankruptcy, and they are back with the most popular food deal of all time in the history of food. Yes, Red Lobster, you know it. Oh, yeah. It's like Christmas on the show today. Almost bankrupted them, but they're back with it. First it was BC, now Alberta is going to not change their clocks. They have changed their clocks for the last time. We'll talk a little bit about that. Do you think this is something that will sweep the country? It just seems like every time a province does something in this country, it's like the next province over goes, oh, that looks pretty good. I think we're going to do that too. It started with COVID. It's like, let's lock the doors, lock everybody up. Yeah, we should do that too. And then it just kind of went across the country. I fear time change is going to do that. How are you feeling about that? We're going to discuss. Also, we have got lip readers, actually professional lip readers. Follow up to yesterday's show. If you were part of yesterday's show, we had Grace and Michael at an Indiana Pacers NBA basketball game getting into a heated discussion, and the lip readers, no fun and games, because, I mean, sometimes you can have some jokes with the lip readers, and they try to make humor out of it. This is a real deal. We're going to try and get to the bottom of this heated conversation they had at the basketball game. And a really bizarre story about a couple who arrived at their resort just the other day, 5-star resort, beautiful tropical destination. Boy, sure is quiet today. Nobody around but staff. And lo and behold, after a day or two, they realized, listen, there is nobody at this resort. Like nobody. Just a few staff members and us. How freaked out would you be, and what was going on there exactly? Part of the show today. First, let's get a look outside, and probably going to see some beautiful sunshine to start the day. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. Days are long. The weather is warm. It's going to be a great day today. We're at -1. We will get into the 20s for the first time this season. although some came very close yesterday. Upper teens, parts of southwestern Manitoba getting up around 18 degrees yesterday. So we are going to be in for an absolutely gorgeous day. We're going to talk a bit about hot dogs, too, because you know that hot dogs are going to hit the grill. I'm going to tell you where you can get a pack of hot dogs for $1. There's an 8-pack, and you take your life into your own hands when you eat these. But I'll share them. I've had them actually, and we'll explain coming up a little bit later. First, roads obviously great. That could change around Thursday and Friday. There is still precipitation in the forecast, but at this point in time, it's coming in the form of rain in the southern part of the province. So 21 is the high today. Absolutely glorious. This will be the nicest day of 2026 so far. Bar none. Best day of the year so far. Still nice tomorrow. Sun and cloud 18. Still warm now on Thursday and 20 degrees. And it looks as if Friday will be the day that things will cool down and we'll have some rain move in with some wet snow, and that could even lead into the weekend. But hopefully those temperatures won't swing down quite that far, and we'll have temperatures, 7, 8, 9, 10 degrees, which will just mean rain. And hey, listen, that's how it's supposed to work, right? April showers, bring in May flowers and all that jazz. Isn't that how it's supposed to go? Anywho, welcome. Hey, a special good morning to the Ottawa Senators fans who were up late watching the overtime loss to the Hurricanes last night. We've got 3 Canadian teams we're watching: Montreal, Ottawa, and Edmonton. Edmonton's going to be the only one that has any kind of chance at all. But Ottawa's now down in their series 2-0. Anyway, we're going to get into our good mornings and yesterday's good thing. Again, we're on all platforms to start the show. Good to have you here. We're on TikTok, X, YouTube, Facebook, and the mothership is Twitch. Also, there's a simul feed on the website at tylerglenshow.com if you choose not to be a part of Twitch but still want to hang out, see what's going on, and see what the topic of conversation is. You can lurk in through tylerglenshow.com. Although we prefer if you sign up on Twitch, because then you get a user handle and you can comment with us and join the conversation at twitch.tv/TylerGlenShow. In the meantime, let's check out our platforms, see who's giving us a wave, see who is saying hello, see who is excited about this weather, excited about hot dogs, excited about Red Lobster's greatest feast ever. Coming back, it is going to be packed. It's going to be fantastic. Credit card check. Room on credit card check. Ready to charge a whole bunch of seafood check. Tosh, Polar Bear, and Nick, who's on holidays. Happy holidays to you, Nick. All in on Twitch to get things going. Stephanie, Bob, and Barbara are in on TikTok first this morning. Janine's over on Facebook. Ron is on the X platform. Mimi is on TikTok along with Patrick and Francis. Good morning, guys. Dawson is here too. So is Brad. And Mel in the Maritimes. Oh, hello, Mel in the Maritimes. Richard is over on Facebook. Tracy Roger is here on Twitch along with Patricia, Zumba Bernice, and MJ. Hi, MJ. It's good to see you. Welcome. Alexander, is on TikTok along with Adam, and Benoit is here too. KD4380 is here on Twitch along with Cindy and Quentin, and Dwayne is over on Facebook. Enjoy this fabulous day. What a blessing. Dwayne, it is. We are blessed. It is about time. Hey, Dwayne. Finally, beautiful day. Try to get out of work early if you can. Might be a good day if you've got some sick days piled up. Might be. I'm not advocating calling in sick when you're not sick, but you know what? There's a lot of cold and flus going around. You know what I'm saying? It's so nice out. It's so nice. Angela's here on Facebook. Good morning. And Michelle, too. Hello, Michelle. Good morning. Quentin, I heard the story about the people who had arrived at the 5-star resort with no people around. He says, no people? Sounds perfect. I don't want anybody around. Get off my lawn. Get out of my pool, you whippersnippers. This whole resort belongs to me now. That's how we get in our old age. We don't want to be around people. Kids annoy us. Let's face it, everything annoys us. When you become an old man, you get the old man. He's not even 50 yet. I don't think you're 50. Wait till a 50 switch gets flipped. Oh, look out. Look out. Jody's here on Facebook. Hello, Jody. Ernie's over on TikTok. Good morning to you. Good morning. Hello, Jody. April showers bring me flowers. Coincidentally, April flurries bring me worries. Bring us all worries. And that's enough of that. Quite frankly, that is just enough. I have one chunk of ice in my front yard that is the last little remnant of winter. And why is this a big deal? Because in the front yard, I have extension cords that go out to my Christmas decorations. The last of my Christmas decorations just came off the front lawn this week. Because they're frozen into the ground. That freeze-thaw cycle, they become impossible to peel out of the ground. So they're all gone. My neighbors are excited. Finally, Tyler put his Christmas decorations away. But there's extension cords that run, and the extension cords are locked into this ice. And there is a giant, probably 10-foot by 10-foot chunk of ice that's got one green extension cord under it. I can't wait to get rid of that thing and see the whole grass, the whole yard. Stupid snow and ice. I said to Tracy, I'm like, seriously, it's almost May and my Christmas decorations? Really? Like, soon it'll be, I just leave them up. Just leave them up all year. Kesta Caden on TikTok. Good morning. Loretta's here on Facebook. Derek's here too. Derek is here as well. Good morning, Derek. Welcome. Oh, did I forget about Road Reverend? My apologies. Bring on the sunshine. Nick says, oddly enough, when I'm on holidays, I'm here earlier. Go figure. Well, the show doesn't officially begin until 7 o'clock, and we discussed this last week. We will not discuss it again. It's not a competition as to who gets in first. I know everybody's excited. I appreciate your enthusiasm. I love the fact that we have a show that people are busting the doors down to get into. The Beach House Beach Bunker, man, it's just there's a lineup outside the door. I'm very fortunate. It's fantastic. Good to see you. Renee Dedeli is here too on Facebook. Good morning. JS Meats in Surus. Hey, on Facebook. Good morning, JS Meats in Surus. Chopping up the meats, getting us the treats. Cindy says, I have a huge chunk of office. It's like a skating rink. Of ice. Spell check. I have a huge chunk of office? A huge chunk of office? Of ice, I mean. Yes, of ice. A huge chunk of ice. Lots of ice lying around still. Well, hopefully 21 degrees gets rid of that. We can get some hot dogs on the grill. I'm going to share with you a package of hot dogs that you can get for just $1. Now, there's a couple of caveats with this. Number one is that you're taking your life into your own hands because, I can't exactly guarantee what's in these hot dogs. I'm not advocating for these hot dogs. I'm simply sharing information with you. The brand name is Bar S, and you have to go stateside to get these. Our American lurkers will know all about this. Molly will know. You can get 8 of these hot dogs for $1. Now, I have bought these hot dogs before, and they're I don't even want to say they're not good. They're just what you would expect to have for $1. Now, it's $1 US, so that's the other caveat. So you have to swing stateside to get them. What's the nutritional information in here? Ingredients: mechanically separated chicken, water, pork, dextrose, cornstarch. Oh my. Now, if you burn the hell out of them, they'll probably taste okay. And again, you get 8 in a package for $1. And so that's about $1.30 Canadian. But that is going to be the cheapest thing you can put in your body, bar none. Unless you steal some fruit from the neighbor's fruit tree, but we're not there yet. We don't have any. No one's got a wiener tree, so, and that would just be weird. But that's it right there. Bar ass, $1. Have you ever had? Come on, admit that you bought them, that you tried them once. Maybe you're on vacation. Maybe you were just down there and figured, holy crap, I can get a pack of wieners for just $1. Just admit it. Admit that you bought them and that you tried them. And then you spent some time on the toilet. Oh, Boris, where the S stands for. Or maybe somebody had them and didn't mind them. I don't know. But hey, listen, we're the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. What can you get for $1 anymore? What can you get for nothing? You can't get nothing for $1. You can't even get a smile at you know where. They used to be smiles are free. Now they charge $1 for a smile. Everything is so expensive. Anyway, we will continue to say good morning as sun seekers come in, and we will get to our yesterday's good thing. You'd expect them to be gray for $1? I'm not sure. Once they stop following, you're probably safe to eat. Once everyone's spelling, it's hard to read your comments when you don't spell right. Once they stop glowing, you think they might be radioactive? I don't know. They're fully cooked. They come in classic chicken. Oh, you can even get beef for $1. I don't think there's much beef in the dollar ones anymore. Anyway, you can get some great deals this week on the other side of the spectrum. If you don't feel like putting a $1 wiener inside you might want to have something healthier. How about the other side of the spectrum? The complete opposite. That is Headley's Health Hut in Brandon. Headley's Health Hut is the healthiest store you're going to find in the entire city. And I challenge you, maybe in all of Western Manitoba. Now, this coming Friday is Customer Appreciation Day. That means deals in store. That means all kinds of samples and demos, which means you can go from like display to display, have a healthy drink in one spot and probably a healthy snack in another spot. If you're buying collagen powder, I got to let you know that this month's Natural Factors flyer includes the offer of a free I got to say this right. Free frother. Free frother with every purchase of body collagen. So there you go. Free frother for you and for me. With the purchase of every one of these total body collagen powders at Headley's Health Hut. And remember, this Friday is Customer Appreciation Day at 1314 Richmond Avenue in Brandon. Food bank usage is through the roof. Helping Hands Soup Kitchen in Brandon is incredibly busy, and you will be helping them out when you buy Tim Hortons Smile Cookie starting Monday. Yes, this Monday. Smile Cookie Week returns to Tim Hortons Westman and areas starting Monday. You will be supporting 100% of the proceeds of these Smile Cookies going to Helping Hands Brandon and the Brandon Area Community Foundation. In Dauphin, you'll be supporting the Country Fest Community Cinema. In Neepawa, the Yellowhead Community Rec Center. In Verdon, the Oak Lake Community School Playground. And in Moosomin, Kidsport, Whitewood, Moosomin, and area. Please pre-order your Smile Cookies by going to timhortonswestman.ca. That is timhortonswestman.ca. And again, every $2 Smile Cookie, the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds, going to support these incredible local organizations. And they could use our help, and we could use the cookies. Why not? In Brandon, Verdon, Neepawa, Dauphin, and Moosomin. And again, it all starts on Monday. Many Brandon area businesses trust their legal advice to the crew at Eplaw Office in Brandon. Eplaw Office also handles real estate law, estate law, wills, things like that. So check out Eplaw Office and feel free to reach out with any legal questions. They love hearing from folks who just want to get some more information on stuff to see what's involved with maybe putting together a will. How much time is involved? How much does it cost? Eplaw Office in Brandon, they are wonderful people to deal with at 642 18th Street, Unit A, across from the RBC. All right. Yesterday's good thing. Zumba Bernice, toe surgery. Oh, my God. We've got sun seekers under the knife. We should change this from yesterday's good thing to sun seekers under the knife. Toe surgery. One of my piggies was doing its own Zumba routine, folding and twisting. What? One of your piggies went to market, the other piggy went home, and the other, see, you know what this is? The other piggy had roast beef, and the other piggy had none, and roast beef got too expensive, so that little piggy took off. He said, I'm out of here. Isn't that how that saying goes? I see 3 piggies in a blanket. 3 is good, right? Oh no, and you sent graphic pictures. Surgery pictures. Uh-oh. Oh. Surgery pictures. Oh, jeez. Oh, well, you know, the good thing is you have got a beautiful support dog. Look at the look of concern on his face. Oh, my God. Adorable. Yeah. You got a cast or whatever's on your foot. Look at the dog. So beautiful. He's so cute. And he's got that concern. Mommy, are you going to be okay? I'm going to be fine. This is from kicking Daddy in the bum. I got to kick him in the butt injury, that's all. I warn you guys about exercise. I tell you, I say exercise or cheeseburger. Now who's got the last laugh? I'll send over a get well soon 4-stack bacon double cheeseburger with extra bacon, extra cheese, extra everything. Because exercise versus the cheeseburger, cheeseburger 1, exercise 0. See what happens? Injury. Oh, get well soon. Get well soon. Kim Mulchick, good morning. We're doing yesterday's good thing. Sunseekers on the Sunseekers under the knife. Sunseekers under the knife. Now Tosh will be headed to the emergency room because she's got a sunburn. We've got the first sunburn of the how did you get this? How did you get a sunburn? What the heck? Hello, blessed mama. Tasha's got a sunburn. Oh, man. Kids are out. Mom's getting a sunburn. And then some food, delicious victuals, and oiling up again today, probably. Cindy's GT had no power for half the day. Oh, that's not good. But made a grilled cheese on the barbecue. I bet you that tasted great. What do they say? Necessity is the mother of all invention. Grilled cheese on the barbecue. That sounds fantastic. Good morning, Bobby Wright. Nick says, Tosh, you were sunbathing and took pics of dinner. Never mind. I worried for a bit. Those are chicken legs and Tosh's legs. Sunburn, our first sunburn of the season. That is a good report to have right there. Don't mind that at all. Be careful, though. You do want to be careful. Make sure you got, appropriate sunscreen on it. And today will be one of those days, actually. This is going to be one of those times where, you're going to want to reach for the sunscreen. I know it feels weird. We're not reaching for the snow shovel, Tyler? What is happening? No, make sure you reach for the sunscreen. Tosh says, I did have sunscreen. I don't know about that. It looked like you reached for the baby oil. Don't be doing that. Now, it'll give you a nice brown glow, but you could be in some deep trouble later on in the day, later on in life. Don't be doing that. Hey, it's Volunteer Appreciation Week this week, and Zumba Bernice and others will recognize a few of these faces, the fine volunteers that help out over at the YMCA of Brandon. Where would we be without our volunteers? So they're obviously a good thing. Ange, Barbara, Allison, and Abby, and the rest of them. And if you have volunteers where you're at, people who are giving of their time to help organizations, to help the community, we salute you today and throughout the week and throughout the year. We love you. Thank you, volunteers. Volunteer Appreciation Week is this week. So if you have some volunteers where you're at and have pictures of them, like the YMCA of Brandon, just shoot them to me. And we'll salute them all week because it's their week. Volunteer Appreciation Week this week. Nick said he saw a video yesterday of a grilled peanut butter and jelly. Could be interesting. Oh, you know what that needs, Nick? Your classic bacon add-on. You got to do that and put some bacon in there. But do it on the barbecue like Cindy did. Do a barbecued peanut butter and jelly with bacon. Doesn't that just sound good? Well, hello, of course it does. We love volunteers. Volunteers are amazing, says Tracy. Yes, they are. Now, from the food bank to the soup kitchen to the Y to all kinds of organizations, some just wouldn't operate without the passion and dedication of volunteers. So we say thank you to all volunteers. And again, if you've got pictures of your volunteers, we'll gladly share them. Now, with the temperatures being so warm today, obviously hot dogs are going to probably be on a lot of menus, and we're asking you this. What's the right amount of mustard to put on a hot dog? And why is it 5 or 6? Now, 6. You want to use number 6 if you're having one of those Bar S hot dogs. Mystery meat. It's $1 for the $1. So when people ask me, so what does the Bar S taste like, Tyler? I don't really. It tastes like mustard because my Bar S hot dogs take a 6. And I guess really, I should have put this on the picture. There should be a caveat here because it's very true. If say, for some reason, shits and giggles, we're going to buy a pack of those Bar S and I barbecued them up, I'd eat them with a 6. But when I get my Nathan's hot dogs, it's a 1. And I love mustard. And that just tells you how good the Nathan's hot dogs are. It's very rare that I don't have like something on a hamburger or a hot dog. Not Nathan's. Nathan's deserves its own little bed, and that's usually a Kuiper's bun. And Kuiper's bun, Nathan's hot dog, that's it. Nothing on it. Not even butter on the bun. It doesn't need anything else, and it's the quickest thing you can eat. People are chiming in already. Bobby says 3. That's acceptable. 2 and 3. 2 is, what? No. No 2s. Katie, no. 1 is only good for a Nathan's hot dog. Tracy says 3. You guys are wimps. Co-op's dill pickle mustard, then it's a 6. Oh, that is true. That is very true. Had bannock dogs yesterday at school. So good. Hot dog number 1 because the bun looks toasted. Quentin says 6 plus mayo. There's no room for mayo. And that's on your Bar S. Your Bar S hot dog. Scarlet Faith Marie Leclerc Moulin. Good morning. No mustard on the hot dog. Ew, just ketchup. Oh, man. No, mayo is good for you. It's not good for you, Quentin. It's not. It interferes with your whole gym routine. You're not allowed. It's officially illegal. We're taking that away from you. Sorry. We'll revisit this throughout the show, and feel free to weigh in. We'll get to some of your responses, and mustard is good for you. It is a health food. Thank you for your good thing. Let's get a hot dog. Let's get some deck time, and let's get going. The greatest deal in the history of all restaurants everywhere is back, and everybody is so excited. I can't wait to talk about this. You know it's coming because it is Western Manitoba's favorite restaurant. We don't have one. We have to go to Winnipeg or Grand Forks. Actually, Grand Forks closed part of the cutback. So we know it's Regina or Winnipeg, I guess. But we'll see what Red Lobster's got cooking after our beach break. Let's get to the beach, and we're going to do our first beach break of the morning on this terrific Tuesday. We're going to go to Christopher Columbus Beach. This is in the Grand Cayman Islands. Oh, look at the pool is ready for some rest and relaxation. Getting set for a gorgeous day, Sunseekers. Let's do this. Christopher Columbus Beach in the Grand Cayman Islands, and they're seeing a little bit of cloud there on this Tuesday morning. A live shot right by the poolside at the beach on this terrific Tuesday, and it's terrific because it's not very often that our beach camera has less sunshine than we do. Look at this. Oh, we got all the cameras on the highways working. Look at this, guys. Whoa! It's a miracle. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. We don't control these highway cameras. They're from Manitoba Highways, but I think they're secretly eavesdropping and seeing how often we complain about them, and I complain all the time. And look I can't complain today. Roads are in tip-top shape, however. Oh, look at the snow in the park still, hey? Oh, man, look at the snow. And very little snow everywhere else. A little bit in the ditch there, 16 and 10 at Minidosa. But that beautiful sunshine, hello, Mr. Sunshine. It has been a while, and we have missed you, and we have missed the heat that you provide. We are glad that you have come back, and we are glad that you'll be in the 20s today. Carrie Branyuk, good morning. Kim McCulchick says, got to have some raw onions on that mustard. So some mustard and raw onions. You know what's really good? Fried onions, too. That's sauerkraut. Now we're just loading up our hot dogs. Lots of hot dogs hitting the grill tonight. There's no two ways about it. Now, let's enjoy this weather while we got it, because we got some rainy weather. Others are predicting other various forms of precipitation. I will not. I refuse. I say it's rain. So we're going to have 21 today, 18 tomorrow. Still pretty good tomorrow, and still warm, actually, for Thursday, 20. But getting into the weekend, looks as if things are going to be cooler, and we could see some rain. That's what it's going to be, rain and nothing else. Just April showers bringing those May flowers. And a little bit cooler. Okay, that's fine. As long as it doesn't dip below the freezing mark, we'll be okay. 5 is perfect. 7 is better. Cheryl says even the Russell camera's working. They've got everything working just in time for summer, when people need to be looking at the highway cameras. Of course, I'm being sarcastic. It's the middle of winter when the storms are blowing, and there were a few mornings we had them working. A couple. But anyway, no one's complaining now. There's no complaints anywhere. 0 is how we start the day on our journey to 21 degrees. And unfortunately, we do have to start the show on a sad note. I hate doing this, but we are the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. Fun places should mean that you go on vacation and never have to worry about your safety. And unfortunately, we have to be slightly concerned about safety regardless of where we're going. And tragedy in Mexico yesterday. By now you've heard a Canadian tourist was killed because somebody went crazy at one of the pyramids just outside of Mexico City. Several tourists were injured yesterday. An absolute senseless tragedy. People just wanting to enjoy their vacation. And just an absolute, just an awful, awful situation. And our thoughts are with the family of those affected by this senseless tragedy. But obviously, this is deeply concerning to Mexican authorities, considering that they have had a very terrible winter as far as violence and safety issues. And this is an incredibly popular tourist area.
Atop Mexico's Pyramid of the Moon, fear and violence. In video verified by CBC News, tourists watch as a lone gunman stalks around, pointing a weapon. Gunshots can be heard, while off to the side, several people lay motionless. The shooter then runs up, and the tourists then flee down.
I just started to hear people scream, and I looked up, and he was with his gun pointed in the air. My tour guide looked at me and he's like, run.
Mexican authorities say a Canadian woman was killed and another Canadian injured, along with several others, some with gunshot wounds and some from falls. Authorities say the gunman took his own life. They also found a knife and ammunition at the scene. It's a major tragedy at one of Mexico's most famed tourist sites, the Teotihuacan Pyramids, only 50 kilometers northeast of Mexico City. It saw 1.8 million international visitors last year alone. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum was quick to offer condolences, saying in a statement, "The incident deeply pains us," and adding that she was in contact with the Canadian embassy. This shooting comes about 2 months after deadly cartel violence paralyzed Puerto Vallarta, another popular tourist destination for Canadians. Canada's Foreign Affairs Minister Anita Anand called the shooting a horrific act of gun violence, posting of the victims, "My thoughts are with their family and loved ones." We are learning more about the wounded tonight, including a Canadian in her 20s who was shot in the chest. Also injured are Russian, Dutch, and Colombian nationals, including a child.
Oh, my God, just awful. Just an absolutely awful situation. And I apologize we have to start the show that way, but these things, when you leave the country, there is danger, and it is not something that you should be thinking about when you're on vacation. But, it is something that, you have to be aware of your surroundings, and really that's all you can do. I think that we sometimes take for granted how safe our country truly is and don't realize that until something like this happens. Hi, Joan Gurr on Facebook. Blessed Mama says, OMG, I can't imagine trying to get down those steps so quickly. So crazy. I just would have face planted. I would have just completely belly surfed. I don't run, number one. And number two is my feet don't work too good, which is why I don't run. And I would just be like, Quentin says, I've climbed Mexican pyramids before. Those stairs are insanely worn down and slippery. And he did it in costume, which doesn't help. You know, when you're doing it in anything in costume, it was not the Mexican warrior costume. It was a Sesame Street Big Bird. Don't ask any questions about it. He was at a costume party in Mexico, and you know what? It did not end well. It ended up with Big Bird and Scooby Doo and tequila bottles laying everywhere. It was awful. Why do you have to bring that story up? You know, the Mexican president, though, I really like this person. Claudia Sheinbaum. She is pretty amazing. Here she is at the airport. Why do you care? Well, because people are getting their picture taken with her because she's flying commercial. Yeah, like she had to go to Europe for some meetings. This is the president of Mexico. You're just at the airport and you're thinking, okay, I got to get on my plane. And this is obviously why world leaders have private jets. But this was taken just a couple of days ago when she was on her way to some meetings in Europe and had to get on a plane. So she just booked a commercial flight and hung out with everybody else. But she ended up taking pictures for quite some time, which got me thinking. That is so interesting because, you know, Doug Ford, who is the Premier of Ontario, just about bought a $30 million private jet because he wanted to go all over the place. And our Prime Minister, he loves his private jet. Apparently, he is some kind of environmentalist, Mark Carney. But look at her. There she is waiting for her little Diet Coke like the rest of us. On the way to Barcelona for the Summit of Defense of Democracy. And there she is in the economy section. I want to applaud that. I think that's great. I think that, you know what? There's no reason why our leaders shouldn't be flying. Now, there's security problems, or security challenges, I guess you'd say, right? I mean, you want to make sure that RCMP would be around Mark, but I think after a couple of times at the airport, you'd realize, okay, well, need to have some extra seats for these bulky RCMP guys and gals who want to protect the Prime Minister. They'd sit all around him so that everything is fine. Or we pay for a private jet, which costs, I think, in the neighborhood of like $1,000 an hour to put it in the air, not to mention all the bad stuff for the environment that it's spewing out. I don't know, Mark. I think that we should get Mark. All our politicians should be forced to fly commercial, I'm thinking. I don't know. I like her. I think that's pretty awesome. Okay, next up on the show, let's move to happier thoughts. Everybody's favorite restaurant. Everybody loves this restaurant. Next to getting a Costco in our town, this comes up all the time. We desperately need this particular restaurant, but we're not big enough. We're just a tiny little town, and that restaurant is Red Lobster. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, Endless Shrimp is back at Red Lobster. And the world rejoiced.
Your favorite shrimp promotion of the past 20 years is back.
It's the return of a customer favorite at Red Lobster.
Endless Shrimp is back.
Endless Shrimp, swimming back onto the restaurant chain's menu for a limited time starting today.
Yeah, can I get a hell yeah? Woo! Yep, whoop, whoop, yep, whoop, whoop. Endless Shrimp is back. Yeah, whoop, 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 whoop. Endless Shrimp, I love my Red Lobster. I almost bankrupted Red Lobster because I ate too many shrimp. endless shrimp. Do they know what they're doing? Do they understand how popular this is? Are you prepared for the onslaught of millions of Manitobans landlocked, crushing your store?
The promotion so popular when it first became a menu staple in 2023 that it cost Red Lobster $11 million over just 3 months, the company going into bankruptcy in 2024. Since then, a new CEO has taken the helm, saying just last summer on GMA that an endless shrimp comeback was off the table.
We don't have any plans to bring it back, but we listen intently to customer comments. We try to react really quickly to deliver people what they want.
So
this guy's like 30 years old. This is crazy. He's one of the youngest CEOs in America. And you know what? When companies say, oh, yeah, we're listening to our customers, and then they don't listen. Damola Adamalukan, way to go, buddy. Can we call you DA? Let's just call you DA. Nick says, don't sugarcoat this. How are you feeling? I am representing all of Manitoba in the overjoyed exuberation. I cannot overstate how popular this restaurant is. Because we are nowhere near water. We are landlocked, and Manitobans go crazy as it is for Red Lobster. But when you tell them they can go to the restaurant and eat as much shrimp as something snaps in their brain.
People what they want.
So why now?
All you can eat shrimp for only $25. Sign me up.
Red Lobster pointing to social media enthusiasm as the reason for reversing course.
This is my last shrimp, and I ate 51 shrimp.
Ate 46 shrimp.
But the move comes as the company, despite seeing improving sales, is still struggling to turn a profit.
There is some risk that you bring in a lot of traffic and that people only come in for that item.
You think? Oh, is it possible Tyler Glen sends Red Lobster back to bankruptcy? It is possible. Manitobans love shrimp.
Red Lobster isn't the only restaurant hoping to win back customers with new promotions. Olive Garden recently brought back its buy one, take one deal.
We are seeing consumers, they still want to go out to eat, but they go out less frequently. They are choosing to spend their hard-earned money in places that offer them, great value and also great experience.
So there you go. It is back. And of course, my biggest concern with any of this is it coming to Canada? Because that has happened before where we get all excited about a particular deal regarding a chain that operates on both sides of the border. And then we say, oh, no, what? It's not in Canada too? But I do have confirmation. I made sure that I contacted the company and said, listen, you have no idea how incredibly popular this restaurant is. We need confirmation. Look at this. Direct from the company. After thousands of social media mentions, we are bringing back endless shrimp to Canada. To Canada. Oh, Canada. Now the cost will be a little bit different. I think it's $25 in the States, probably $35 here. Yeah, you know what? You go in, you get your money's worth. And you will love it. You will love it. I usually go to Winnipeg with my sister. We can never go to Red Lobster because she's allergic to fish. I don't know if I'd hang out with that sister anymore. Are you sure she's your sister? I would ask for documentation on that. My gosh. Quentin says, so repeating the same thing they did before, that makes a lot of sense. Jesus Christ, these guys, don't they know business? Who cares? It's their worry, not ours. Repeating the same thing that tanked the business originally, isn't there a saying that people who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it? Why do you have to take the fun out of everything? Eat your shrimp. Let them worry about that. They've got that figured out. That's why they make $500 million, is the CEO. And we do not. You had me at shrimp. Love Red Lobster. Everybody loves this place. So it's back. We're excited. We're pumped. Might even have to check it out this weekend. It's one of the only reasons to go into Winnipeg. Well, I do have a member of my family there. My son is there. My sister's there. But there's shrimp. Now there's real reason. Oh, did I just say that? Shrimp. Endless shrimp. Anyway, exciting days. Exciting times. You know what? It's nice to have some good news on the show instead of, or would you rather me discuss more can't afford this, life is awful. I find that is not as encouraging as endless shrimp. Something positive to look forward to, like great deals on Thursday with the Co-op Big Deal. That's right, the Co-op Big Deal means awesome savings for you and your family. We have extra special savings we announce on the show, and then instant access to them through the website at tylerglenshow.com. Just click on the Co-op logo, and you will be immediately taken to a page that will ask you for your postal code. Nothing else to do. No email, nothing like that. Just postal code. Make sure that you get the most accurate deal information from our friends at Co-op. The Co-op Big Deal. This is on until the next big deal rolls around. Co-op lean ground beef, $6 a pound. Maple Leaf boneless pork loin halves, $3 a pound. And gotta love you, something you can get for $1. You can get them for $1. Heinz Original Beans, or if the kids love that Alphagetti, it's time to get a case, and that thing will last in the pantry for a very long time. Pick up a case as part of Co-op Dollar Days Super Sale at Heritage Co-op, Valley View, and Boundary Co-op. And be listening, be watching for the Co-op Big Deal Thursday morning on the show when we'll roll out an exclusive new deal for you right here. Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC Certified Service Express. Again, a $20 Shell Gas gift card is yours. Absolutely free when booking your multi-point inspection. Now, you can get a multi-point inspection on its own to make sure that you're ready for your summer driving. Or you can book it as part of a service that you're already getting. But keep in mind that when the multi-point inspection happens, you're entitled to a Shell Gas $20 gift card. Now, the price of gas has fallen in the last 24 hours, thanks to the removal of that gas tax, one of them. And so that $20 will go a little bit further than it would have last week. And hey, listen, it comes complimentary as, again, part of your multi-point inspection at Murray Chevrolet Certified Service and, of course, Certified Service Express. And Sunrise Credit Union, it doesn't have to be awkward to talk about a mortgage with Sunrise Credit Union. You're seeing some pretty fun pictures around social media involving the staff at Sunrise Credit Union, some great pictures of the people who work there. This is from their Facebook page. This is who runs the Treehorn Show and brings in the entertainment. They're just, I love it. They've taken all the awkward, terrible pictures of the staff when they were younger. This is the first smile you see when you come into this particular branch location. And this is who you'll chat away with while completing your banking needs. Sunrise Credit Union. With 19 area locations and 35,000 members. The Building Communities Grant applications will continue until the end of the month. By all means, visit your nearest Sunrise Credit Union location or visit them online at sunrisecu.mb.ca. Competing morning show that has barely anybody watching Nick Adams. Everybody watches this morning show. I don't even know what CTV is. Communist television? I don't even know. What is that? What even is that? This is the show the world watches. This is the top morning show of all time in the history. So I don't even know what to say to that, Nick Adams. I don't even know. You're talking in Chinese. What is happening? Oh, it's Chinese TV. Chinese TV says that there's cheap gas at Domo. Domo Morikato, Mr. Roboto. That's what it is. Okay, don't watch Chinese TV. That's bad for you. You know what I'm saying? You mean this Domo? This Domo Morikato, Mr. Roboto, $1.22. Boy, Who would have thought that $1.22 would look cheap? But it does. He's right. Most in Winnipeg are in the $1.50 range. How's Brandon doing? That forget Winnipeg. Oh, the big city. Oh, we're not near $1.20. So, well, thanks for that, Nick. We'll let it slide this time. So yeah, they're paying $1.20 in Winnipeg, and we're still $1.40. What's with that? What's that? Poor B-Town. Poor B. We got Petro and 7 is still 162.9. Come on, man. The tax is gone. Lower the price. Lower the price. We want cheap gas. We want cheap gas. Okay, so lip readers from Grace and Michael yesterday. So yesterday, we were talking about how these two ended up on ESPN talking to Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq offered to buy them an engagement ring. And they both refused. But this went viral because they're sitting at the game. They're not on the kiss cam. But they're having this really passionate conversation. So the professional lip readers have been called in. Here's what they have come up with.
But also for this job, you get the job after that. But basically, it's more like career over his self. That's you. Okay? That's you. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't know. Once you look for jobs, then except for your first job, but also for this job, you get the job after that. But basically, it's more like career over his self. That's you. Okay? That's you. What the fuck are you talking about?
So, it seems pretty accurate. But what do you think is the gist of the conversation? I don't think I can assume. So it's obviously about work. He is trying to make a point to her. She's calling him out on that, saying that, no, that's you. What do you think is happening here? Honestly, what do you think this conversation is about?
I don't know. Once you look for jobs, then except for your first job, but also for this job, you get the job after that. But basically, it's more like career over his self. That's you. Okay? That's you. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't know. Once you look...
Or maybe the lip reading is just wrong. I don't know. It's a mystery. We need the internet to help with this. We got to figure this out. This is such a great distraction. You like that? It's a great distraction. I like it too. Hey, coming up in the next hour of the show, Alberta is, they're getting on the time change train. First it was BC, now Alberta has changed their clocks for the last time. Alberta is going to join the growing number of provinces who say we are done fiddling with our clocks. It's time to quit playing with our clocks and just leave them alone. Should everybody be doing that? Also, why a couple showed up at a 5-star resort and no one was there. They were allowed to stay. They had a good time. But there was absolutely nobody at the resort. And more on hot dogs. We introduced you to the $1 pack of hot dogs. We've got the 5 most over-the-top hot dogs that Guy Ferrari has eaten on diners, drive-ins, and dives. He's eaten some pretty amazing stuff on that show. But we'll dive into the world of hot dogs because we're in for a gorgeous day. You guys have an amazing day. If you're not coming over to the show on Twitch or the website, you can lurk in at TylerGlenShow.com, get an audio version of the show at TylerGlenShow.com or wherever you get your podcasts. In the meantime, enjoy the sunshine. Lather on the sunscreen. Rock and roll. We've waited all winter for this. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the nicest day of 2026 so far. Hopefully, this is the start of many. Thank you, TikTok and X. We're moving over to Twitch now and to the website. Thank you so much. Thanks, YouTube. Bye. Facebook, we're moving on over.